A lot of y'all showed love on the 7-foot ISO Titan build video, and I appreciate every single view. I've been getting questions left and right about the jump shot, the signature animations that I'm using on the build, so today I'm showing you everything. Before we lock in though, 98% of y'all watching my videos still aren't subbed. If you're here for the jumper, the sigs, and some more gameplay on the 7-foot ISO Titan, just hit that sub button real quick. That's all I ask in return for dropping the sauce y'all requested right away. Let's get straight to it. First things first, let's do the jump shot. Marcus Morris Sr. is my base. I'm using Charles Bassey on 97% with Larry Bird at 3%. I have the release speed turned all the way up, as well as the jump shot cue fully on release. Getting into the sigs, I'm using none for my pass style. I like the default pass style better than Paulo Banchero's, a lot of load ups, and more than Domantas Sabonis. For dribble style, I'm using normal. That's all I can get with this build, besides basic, of course. Zion's nice with the cross launches. I, again, can't get it on this build, but even if I could, I probably wouldn't use it. I can't get the speed boost with Zion off of the basic escape spam going to my ball hand, and I actually prefer that speed boost over a cross launch. For signature size up, we have on Ben Simmons. It's just something kind of quick. Plus, I don't have a lot of good options. I really don't use it a ton. For the regular breakdown combo, we definitely use Victor Wembanyama quite a bit. You'll see that more in the video. Aggressive breakdown combo we have on Kevin Durant, basically for that beginning animation where you get two dribbles, a tween, and it kind of is nice to combo into your other moves, like the basic escape move, as well as the pro combo move. I have on Giannis Antetokounmpo crossover, probably the best crossover in the game. Maybe De'Aaron Fox is, but definitely for 6'10 plus, this is the best crossover you can get. Behind the back is pro. Spin move is Kevin Durant. Hezzy's Kevin Durant, step back pro. And I got on Michael Jordan triple threat style just because I like it. Motion style, Anthony Davis. Probably the best combination of offensive and defensive speed for any big man motion style, according to all the 2K Toots tests that have been done. I don't use really post hop shots, post hooks. I might post fade here and there, and I always use Anthony Davis on bigs. I use a lot of the normal 2 hop jumper, mainly for cancels, but I do shoot off of it some as well. I'll shoot a spin jumper here and there, but it's not a big part of my repertoire. For dribble pull-ups, Victor Wembanyama. Go-to shot, Kevin Durant. We use that a ton. And then for layup style, Zion. And, when I'm in the rec, I'm using Kevin Durant on the free throw. All right, so jumping straight into some twos gameplay, I wanted to just showcase some of the dribble moves here. That's a basic escape spam, get the speed boost off the ball hand, getting straight to the rim. Here's a situation where we're using that Victor Wembanyama walk back. I'm able to use the cross launch, not the cross launch, but the explosive behind the back. Off of that, it's a really nice move. They've been able to obviously add to the repertoire for bigs since season 5. There you saw the KD go-to the Giannis cross, and then we get the big stand and dunk. We use that same combination there again. Here with the pro combo moves to the pro behind the back. We're using the normal 2 hop jumper to create some space. I got a 6'4" guard in me, so he's going to try to hug up on me, and there I use, again, the KD go-to shot to the Giannis cross. He actually bumps me on that exact same attempt. There I go back to the normal 2 hop jumper, and we knock it down. Again, I got the 6'4" on me. He's got 99 perimeter, 97 steals, so I've got to be super careful with him. I'll take my blow-bys when I can get them. And that was another KD go-to shot to the Giannis crossover, and then just get to the rim. And there you see, again, that exact same combination where I go to the pro moves, pro snatchback. Again, KD go-to, Giannis splitting the defense and getting the dunk. I will crutch my way through a match if they can't guard that KD go-to the Giannis cross. There's no reason to stop it. I'm kind of an old head when it comes to like football and all that. Like I'm like, if you can't stop me from running the football, I'm not going to pass it. So same kind of mentality here on the court. There you see us going to that some of the combo moves and being able to get some space. Again, we're going to the Giannis crossover off the KD go-to shot. It's going to be kind of a theme you hear a whole lot here, but just want to show y'all some gameplay and kind of how I'm getting buckets on this build. I'm running with a lock. He can get rebounds, and we're just playing ISO ball with the footer. And it's a really good lineup to stop the L2 cheesers because the lock has high speed and he can grab rebounds. Of course, I've got the 99D board on my build. As you see us pulling up and knocking down another shot. Again, we got 14 here. They start to drop down. They don't even want to guard it. And that's where that jump shot comes in handy. Pretty consistent with it most of the time. Of course, the stage is a little bit a little bit tricky with the timing sometimes. It's a little bit smaller of a green window. So I'll have some games where I go like 10 for 11 and other games where I'm 50. But that's just the stage. Anyway, you see the basic escape spam there. We hit them with the double behind the back. We got a back end on us. This time it's a 6-7. We actually played these guys 4 times. They're a really good team. But that back end, probably the one build that gives me the most problems on this footer, because a lot of times they'll have higher strength than me and higher speed. And he had a 91 steal to go with 92 perimeter defense. But you see him pressing up there. You'll see another gameplay against him where he's just sagging off a whole lot. And tired of trying to guard up on me and couldn't do much about it. Here you see the infamous L2 cheese lineup. Me and my boy Nels kind of prepared to go against this. Our whole lineup is really, built around how we're going to defend L2 cheese, and we'll just figure out how to get the buckets from there. But you see, this is real common on this court. On the twos court, if you run into that L2 cheese lineup, the big man is just going to sit paint and hope that you miss. And it's, it's 2K25. That's what we're dealing with in the meta this year. But you see us going to the normal 2 hop jumper straight to the corner, knocking down the 3 ball. And, as long as he's sagging off, I'm going to continue to take my shots. I'm going to try to get comfortable, set my feet into a spot where I feel like I can knock it down from. And there we got heat check, running a quick 7-0. Here off the heat check. Again, this lineup's nice because my lock has high rebound. So Nels will cut in to try to get a board, and here he gets an offensive interference. The good thing is, I don't lose my heat check, but we do lose the ball here. It's 7-0, and, he's obviously emoting, doesn't feel great about himself. But I'm not getting down on him. It's just 2K25. He's, trying to do his job, getting in there for a rebound. I've got to do the same thing. I've got to get down on the glass, try to hopefully force a miss. And we get that first one to brick, which is, really advantageous for us because we get the ball right back. I kind of mess up with the basic escape spam to the speed boost there. I mess up again. I tell Nels, just go get the rebound. I'm shooting with heat check. And that Victor Wembanyama is a really nice dribble pull-up move. We're able to hit that off the corner. So 9-0. And again, you see the big, he's starting to guard up now, right? He see that we can shoot, and then we can get right into our KD go-to to the Giannis crossover and take him to the rim. Now that he's playing up, he's got to respect the shot. And the game gets a lot more fun from there when you can knock down your jumpers on this court, especially if you're playing with a 7-foot ISO big. So here he is again. That's the KD breakdown. I'm kind of messing up with the basic escape spam. I go to it here, snatch back, and I miss. But that's why we have Nels down there for the board. 2 for $1. It's not on sale today. Back-to-back misses is kind of tough, especially with the L2 cheese lineup. You really can't afford to miss open shots. So we lose the ball, but we're still up 11-3. We're still solid. I'm telling Nels, we just get a stop. He's real good defensively. He's on a back end, again, 6'7". He's got 92 board. He's got 99 steal, and he's really good at weaving through screens. He's also a really reliable kind of catch and shoot guy. He's got high IQ, so not really stressing about it. The stage kind of gives you more of an advantage against the L2 cheese lineups as you see the guard missing again. You don't see those misses a lot at the proving grounds or especially in the park. The green windows are much larger in the park. So the best place to come to if you want to, play twos and have some fun on the game and not run into that L2 cheese lineup. And if you do, you have a little bit of an advantage. It's really the stage. And as you see me miss another jumper again, I'm not missing like that in any other game mode, but the stage is a little bit harder to shoot in, which for us, with 2 rebounders on the court, we feel confident that gives us the advantage as instead of them, as he tries to back into, L2 spam my lock. He gets a quick rip. We got that 90 standing dunk, which is huge. I can go up with confidence, even draped all over by 2 players. There it is, catch and shoot. I'm able to knock that down. We've got 16-6 with the lead, and now I've got the silky shooter takeover. I'm running offensive artist with this. I was using a rim guardian takeover for quite a bit on the twos court, but on the stage, you just don't run into like any post scores. So I felt like having a faster pass accuracy with a higher mid range and a higher 3 ball obviously makes more sense to run on these 2v2 stage games. So here we are. It's kind of game point-ish. I'm cooking up a little bit, looking for an opening. He didn't give me what I wanted. We hit the backdoor cut. Nels is able to go up, but blows the layup. His back end has like no finishing on it. So it's like if it's not wide open, it's likely to be a brick. But hard to pass up shots like that, especially when the bigs can't get turned around and the guards are small. So anyway, we live with that. There, we're not able to secure the rebound. You know, it's tough. You're dealing with 99 offensive rebound, 99 defensive rebound centers with high strength and mascots on and all that kind of craziness. So we weren't able to get the board there, but still 18-8, we're in a good spot. Again, our lineup's designed to stop this. So all I got to do is kind of sit paint and make sure that I'm able to secure a rebound as long as Nels can get that brick or that missed shot to occur. So here he is again, getting a little bit of a bump, shooting that midi fade that he obviously wants to get to a ton. I'm able to secure the rebound, kick it out to Nels. He knocks down the three, and we win the ball game. So we've had a lot of success against these L2 cheese lineups, namely in the stage. Not something we really worry about too much anymore because we're playing more in the stage and because he's on a 6-7 lock with the rebounding and the ability to cover a lot of ground and get a lot of contests that smaller guards can't get. So I really love running with a 6-7 lock or a 6-7 backend, I should say, with the 7-foot ISO Titan. As you see, it's getting right to work with the KD go-to to the Giannis. And that 70 layup, it converts quite a bit. Might be the sweet spot for layups this year, honestly. Anyways, you see the 6'8", he's hugging up on us again. We're fine with that. We're actually happy to see him hugging up on us. I go to the basic escape spam. We throw a lob off the glass, and we're dunking on the 6'8", who he's kind of on an ISO lock himself, but, he can't guard the footer. So there we are with the normal 2 hop jumper escape, getting back out into the top there so we can see ourselves a little bit better. I go to the pro combo moves, then speed boost with the Kevin Durant to the Giannis again. So 6-0, all 3 buckets off the exact same combination of moves with that KD go-to to the Giannis, and right on cue, we goes to it again. The guard drops down. He sees it. The 6'8" can't get a stop. I kick it out to Nels. He bricks it. It's going to happen sometimes. You see the guard missing 3 times in a row. Again, stage is a little bit tougher to shoot on. These aren't bad players. It's just the stage is a little tough. I'm able to drop down, get a block. He got kind of a slow layup animation, and I was able to recover. They got 5 seconds on the clock, so this bodes well for us on defense. I'm kind of guarding the back door here, making sure the 6'8" doesn't get anything easy. I'm able to get secure the rebound. We got 2-way tenacity, so of course I'm looking for my shot. Guard sitting paint though. I've got Nell sitting in the corner. He takes a deep mid-range, and that's really the kind of shots you want on the 2s court. Maybe some of you guys don't play 2s a ton, but mid-range is kind of king on this court because possession is more important than anything, and you can't really afford to miss too many shots. We get a steal, and I'm right out to the 3-point line, pump faking, seeing if he's going to close out. He doesn't want to close out. He's been getting, rim ran quite a bit, so he's starting to sit paint. I'm letting the guard kind of make his choice about how he wants to play defense. I'm going to the pro combo moves, letting Nels move around a little bit before I make my move. And he starts to backdoor cut. The 6'8" drops. I go to the mid-range and got a little bit closer to the rim than I wanted to give the 6'8" the ability to give me a contest. But again, Nels is underneath. He's able to grab the board, kick it right out. I knock down the 3. We go up 14-0. So as you can see, having that back end playing with the footer, having 2 rebounders on the court is huge. He steps up, gets flat-footed. I go back to the KD go-to the Giannis crossover, and we're up 16-0 with a 6'8" ISO lock guarding us. I'm going to the normal 2 hop jumper, shooting the fade. I miss, unfortunately. They're able to get a rebound, and they finally get a shot to go. So we're up 16-3. I was really hoping to 21-0 these dudes, but you're not going to make every single shot. Even in Silky Shooter Takeover, you're still going to miss some. And I've got a 96 mid-range right now with Takeover. Anyways, you see them kind of setting the screen here. I'm kind of playing a little bit of both between the paint and my man because Nels is fast enough to where if I've got to drop paint to defend the rim, he can rotate to a shooter most of the time. In this situation, I didn't want to close out too hard, so I just gave him the shot, let him get in rhythm. We're up 16-3. Kind of give him a chance to miss, and we get the miss that we're hoping for. So he's back on defense. I'm kind of cooking up with the pro moves. I try to go to my L3 connector but doesn't work out. I end up hitting a spin shot, which I know I don't shoot a lot of those. Like I said, I'm using normal spin jumper, but I'll go to it here and there in a crisis. Plus, I've got the rebounder underneath, so I can, with a lot of confidence, know that even if I miss, I'm in good shape. There, he plays the KD go-to shot to the Giannis Antetokounmpo crossover. I'm going to use Victor Wembanyama to back up. I hit him with a snatch, shoot the three, and that's game time. Again, that Victor Wembanyama being added in season 5 really opened up a lot of like kind of dead situations that I used to not be able to get out of so easily. I kind of had to L stick, R stick myself backwards and get a little, a little manual tween, but this one does it for you. And it doesn't replace any move that I really used before. So the Victor Wembanyama is huge. I told you that we'd see these guys again. They're a really good defensive team. I don't know how they're able to manufacture so many steals, but they get a lot of steals. And this is our 4th game playing them, so I have nothing but respect for these guys. They play a real way. It's a back end who will pull as soon as he gets an opening. The guard's got a 97 pass accuracy. And I don't know what a steal rating is because he has a 94 speed with ball. That's the last attribute you see. But I got to assume they both have a 91 steal. I know the back end does. But they were getting so many lanes, so many plucks. It was really, as you see another one happen here, we're down 3-0. We get the ball back and give it up right away. And he'll usually pull that. So I've got to close out real hard. And he's able to get an and 1 to go, which, kind of sucks. But here we are with a D+ grade. And we know what we're up against. They know what they're up against. I know he can't dribble, so I'm crowding him. I wouldn't normally do that on a 7-foot, center guarding a 6'7", but he will pull it, as you see there. I'm able to get a little bit of a contest. Maybe he's changed the shot timing a bit. We get the ball back. He knows he really can't guard me, so he's going to either reach or he'll sit paint, and it's really just up to us to kind of read how the defense is playing and then knock down our open shots. As you see them get that foul right there. They end up getting a lot of fouls this game. It's kind of ugly, but the reason it's happening is because, again, they can't guard me. So they got to reach and get steals. It's the only way they're getting the ball back, and that's kind of how they've decided to strategize playing us, is just going for reaches and trying to force turnovers the whole time. And one thing about that strategy that makes it difficult is it really wastes your shot clock a ton. As you see, I'm 9 seconds finally getting the ball off the inbound. Fortunately, they reach again, right? There's another foul call, but we still have to deal with getting this ball in and their ability to steal. So I drop down to the paint. I'm telling Nels, please shoot the ball so I don't get a 3 in the key. He gets a miss, but it's okay. I've got the big, 99 defense rebound, 81 O board. So we're able to clean up, get the, put back with the quick close shot. Nels comes up. I'm able to, inbound the ball. It's kind of difficult even to inbound on these guys. So it's a bit of a tricky situation the entire time we're on the court. Another reach. It's ugly. I mean, they're getting a ton of fouls this game, but they do get a lot of steals too. And it's kind of a rough play style to play against, and it does waste the clock a ton. As you see, I'm finally getting the ball at 6 seconds, and I'm still haven't even really made a move yet. He's going to start to close out aggressively because he knows I'm forced to shoot. But again, we have that back end that's able to rebound. The guard closes out. I get a very early somehow. Don't know how that happens, but fortunately, we're able to get another rebound. I hit the normal 2 hop, jump, cancel to go the other direction. He rips me off of it, and we're back on defense. And it's a frustrating experience. Here, the back end, spotting up, knocking down the 3, even with weak coverage. Again, he'll pull it if he's got any daylight at all. So I got to jump at that and hope, he actually shoots it and doesn't put the ball on the floor and leave Nels in a situation to guard 2 guys. As you see the guard getting to the fading from the wing, hitting the 3. We go down 11-2. And it's a tough matchup. So they're screening, and the 6'7" is going to pop. So I've got to kind of play the lane while also playing that pop. And, even though I'm 7 foot and burly, I still got enough speed to at least get a decent contest on that 3-pointer. Of course, if they dex and get an animation, that's a little bit tough to close out on. As you see him get open right there. We've got to play it slow, use fake passes, and kind of be a little awkward just to get them using their adrenaline bars. As you see, another reach on me, hits me in the back. I had Nels in the corner. I was about to hit him. So it ends up being a really good foul for them because they're able to reset the ball, and now we don't have an open shot. And it's 10 seconds, and they're double teaming me, trying to keep me from getting the rock. 7 seconds here. I finally get the ball. I'm able to get to a normal 2 hop, jumper, cancel, space it out, get back to the 3-point line. I've got a C- grade right now. I'm kind of missing all my shots because of the turnovers and the teammate grade and all that. It's just making the game a lot more difficult than I'd like for it to be. But you see the back end, he's sitting paint now. He sees me missing a couple shots. So he decides, I can't guard him. I've got too many fouls at this point. So they're going to kind of just start playing, hoping that I miss, which I notice. So I back up, use a little Victor Wembanyama to get myself into that corner and knock down the three. So 11-7, our ball. I'm starting to get a little momentum now. I've got a decent teammate grade. I'm starting to get my takeover bar filled up. So a little more confidence now with the shot. He's sitting down in the paint again. I pull it, knock down the three. I got heat check, 11-10. And just like that, we're in a good position because they've really used a lot of fouls. They've got to change their strategy. So I got heat check, feeling confident, step right into the shot off the snatch back, and it gives me an air ball. Anyway, I get the pass back off the rebound. We shoot the fade, knock it down. That Victor Wembanyama dribble pull up. I'm happy with that jump shot. The Victor Wembanyama sigs for season 5 definitely helped the bigger builds. Anyways, 12-11. We're back in the mid range. He's just sitting, hoping to see us miss. And, this is a situation you're going to run into a lot. If you're able to dribble on a bigger build, people realize they can't really do much with you. I step up to the elbow, knock down the shot. I'm back in heat check. Hopefully, this one goes a little bit better. It's kind of a joke at this point because I just shot an air ball. Anyway, at the top, they don't know I shot an air ball off heat check. I'm running to the left side. I want to get myself in that corner where I can really see my shot a little bit better. Go to the hop jumper, cancel, knock down the corner. 19-11 our ball. We just got to seal the deal. And he's got to pick his poison. He decides to drop again. I get myself to a spot where I feel comfortable to pull up and shoot. I miss. Hey, what are you going to do? It's 2K25. We've got a 96 mid-range. We got Silky Shooter takeover on. Of course, I didn't break any ankles there to get the extra shot boost. But still, you got to live with the misses, unfortunately. Look, it feels like there's a different shot timing every time the shot goes up. I'm airballing threes with heat check, right? It's 2K25. Bottom line is, I think it's a fun game. I'm having a great time this year. I think the rep grind's real rewarding. I'm hoping to get legend. Maybe if I hit legend, I'll make a different version of this center build. Maybe not. I really like the build a whole lot, and there's plenty of the builds I'd want to make. Let me know. Is this something y'all are thinking about making? If you haven't checked out the build video already, please do. I'm leaving right here on the end screen. I'll put also a link in the description of the video. Check it out. Sub to the channel if you're new. I really do appreciate the support. Let me know if y'all have any other requests. I'm checking out the comments. God bless you all. Jesus loves you, and I'll catch you on the next upload. Peace.